everyone, and welcome to this morning's episode of the Maritime Morning Brief, brought to you by the Marine Exchange of Puget Sound. I am your host, Sarah, and we are back again this morning bringing you the essentials on vessel movements and maritime conditions today in Washington. It is Wednesday, September 24th, 2025, and today we are anticipating the arrival of 11 vessels. This is expected to include 1 bulker, 3 container ships, 1 general cargo, 2 tankers, 1 ro-ro, 1 ATB, and 2 vehicle carriers. We're also expecting the departure of 3 vessels, including 1 bulker, 1 container, and 1 general. As a reminder, though, ship schedules are dynamic and they are always changing, so please do log into our AIS feed, check out the daily paper, or call into our operations center for the most up-to-date information throughout the day. For today's tides in Seattle, we will have low tides at 0054 and 1305, with high tides at 0725 and 1846. For the weather, we're expecting a high of 71 degrees and a low of 55 degrees, with variable winds less than 5 knots, becoming north-northwest around 6 knots in the afternoon. We are still having really warm weather, which is wild. I saw like a photo memory, you know how your photos will tell you and show you things from a year ago of me at this time last year, and I was wearing, a big old sweater, so that's obviously not what's going to be happening today. So before we sign off, I just wanted to give you a little kind of tidbit of information that we gathered at our annual meeting a few weeks ago. 1, thank you again to everyone who came. That was so fantastic. For anyone who was there or who was not there, for context, we had these little cards on the tables that collected some general information, as well as talked about people's concerns or challenges they're expecting to face in the next year, as well as kind of what products the Marine Exchange could provide that would be helpful, and a few other really quick questions. So for the main question of the challenges and concerns that people are most concerned about, to no one's surprise, tariffs are on the top of everybody's mind, the uncertainty and the impacts of what those might look like. Unfortunately, we cannot know exactly how that's going to turn out, but we are doing our best to keep you updated on all that information as it changes. Workforce development was also a common one. This was the largest one last year, and so we are not surprised to see it pop up again this year as a running concern. We're still looking for the best ways we can support this for our members, but for now, the podcast seems to be a great place to bring people on and talk about what is going on, share experiences, share opportunities, share what jobs in the maritime industry look like. So we're going to continue doing that. And of course, the scholarship that we started this year, which we are looking forward to awarding in 2026, and then perhaps adapting and learning from that in the years to come. The last one that we saw quite a few checks for was port infrastructure constraints. So this is something we have been starting to hear more about, and we're keeping an eye on. There are thoughts and things swirling around in our brains, and while there's nothing to really tell you yet, it was great to see that come through so that we can know that that is what you all are thinking about. So those are some, numbers, tracks, and trends that we found from that. Thank you to everyone who took the time to fill out one of those cards. I and Patrick greatly appreciate it, and it is going to guide us into the next year. So with that, I am going to sign off for today's Maritime Morning Brief. If you enjoyed the report, don't forget to subscribe and share, and I look forward to seeing you all again bright and early tomorrow morning.